Though this teaching will be short, I believe it to be an extremely important one. Please consider it carefully. Hey, this is Off the Cuff, and I'm Steve from TorahFamily.org. When you really want to get to know someone, you spend time with that someone. And it's true with any relationship, and that includes our relationship with our Heavenly Father. The more we spend time with Him, the more we allow Him to show Himself to us. And the alternate is true just the same. The less time we spend with Him, the less time we allow Him to show Himself to us. But all too often it seems many confuse listening to music about Him or just talking about Him with actually spending time with Him. Let me say that again. All too often it seems many confuse listening to music about Him or talking about Him with actually spending time with Him. How often we do ourselves a disservice by not spending time with the Most High. If the opportunity arose, how quick would we be to see a certain individual or person, maybe a favorite singer, actor, athlete, or whoever, if that opportunity came for you to get to meet them in person, how excited would you be? And we know these are people who are just people like us. How much more should we be excited to spend time with the Maker of heaven and earth, the one who knows us better than we know ourselves, and the one who knows our past and our future? Yeshua Himself spent time alone with Yahweh many times. Luke chapter 5, verse 16. But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. Now, if He needed it, how much more do we? Please think about that for a moment. If He needed to spend time away with Yahweh, how much more do we? Yeshua is our example, right? Of course. So think about it for a minute. If the Bible was still being written today and you were in it, could your name be placed within this sentence? How would this sentence read about you? That you occasionally withdrew to lonely places and prayed? That you rarely withdrew to lonely places and prayed? That you never withdrew to lonely places and prayed? Yeshua set us the example to get away to lonely places often to pray. So which of these best describe you? We all know we should. We do. And I get it. Life gets busy. I know. Trust me, I know. But remember, anything that gets in your way of spending time with Yahweh is not life. It's just busyness. Even if it's busyness for Him, it's still a busyness that's taking time away from being with Him. Consider this example we see with Yeshua in the Scriptures. Mark chapter 4, verse 34. He did not say anything to them without using a parable. But when He was alone with His own disciples, He explained everything. I love this. It shows the importance of spending time alone, giving us the example of purposefully setting time aside to spend time alone with Him. Making that time. But here's the thing. When we do spend time with Him, we have to make sure we're listening to Him. Have you ever tried talking with someone to tell them something, but they just weren't getting it because they were so focused on what they were wanting or on how they wanted the conversation to go? When spending time with the Master, we have to spend it in humility. How can we receive or be corrected from Him if we're not coming to Him in humility? Thus, what we read from Paul, Romans 12:3, "For by the grace given me, I say to every one of you, do not think of yourself more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourself with sober judgment, in accordance with the measure of faith God has given you." Spending time with Him can't be something out of convenience either. It has to be a lifestyle. Trust me, Yahweh knows the difference. Do we really want to give Him our leftovers? If we say we're giving Him our life, well, doesn't that mean our life? So do whatever you have to do to start spending time alone with Him on a regular basis. Let's start following Yeshua's example today. When we do, I have a funny feeling people will start to notice. And I know we will. Well, that's all I have. Think about it. Pray about it. But more than anything, be a doer of the word and not a hearer only. Until next time, Shalom.